Viewers at home, my name is Mercy Alexander, and today on the program we have Honorable Victor Akande from Ojo Constituency I. So sit, relax, and I'll be right back.
Victor Olusegun Akande is a legal practitioner, an educationist, and a politician. To some, he is a gentleman par excellence. To the young scholars, he is simply known and called Mr. Busybrain. In the legal circle, he is referred to as V.O.B. Akande, the legal lexicon. To others, he is a man with an affinity for academic prowess. Born in Badagry, Lagos State on the 14th of July 1973 to the family of Mr. and Mrs. Akande, he attended Our Lady of Apostles Primary School, Badagry, for his elementary education. His secondary education spanned two schools, Iwori Ajido Grammar School and Badagry Grammar School, both in Badagry, Lagos State. Victor Akande then proceeded to Lagos State University, Lasu, Ojo, Lagos State, where he graduated with a BSc in Education Biology in 1992. His quest for academic fulfillment led him to postgraduate studies at Obafemi Awolowo University, Ile-Ife, where he was awarded a postgraduate diploma in Management Studies and Masters in Business Administration, respectively, between 1996 to 1992. In 2003, Akande came back to Lagos State University to study law before proceeding to Nigerian Law School, Abuja, after which he was called to Barr. In 2011, Victor Akande enrolled for a master's degree in law with bias in general law practices from Lagos State University, which he successfully completed in 2014. He equally passed various professional qualifying examinations of various professional bodies from 1994 till date. The institutions include Chartered Institutes of Administration, Chartered Institutes of Arbitration of Nigeria, Nigeria Institute of Shipping, amongst others. Akande has some awards to his credit, some of which include Nigeria Institute of Journalism, the Most Friendly Lawmaker of the Year 2017, City Award Magazine, Pragmatic Leadership Award in recognition towards development of humanity and meritorious service to the people of his constituency, Eminent International Gold Award 2016 in recognition of immense contribution to nations building, democratic governance, legal practice, and well-being of Ojo community, among others. His tenacity for teaching profession endeared him to be named Busybrain, which later became the name of his business in the education circle, Busybrain Academy, which he founded in 1996. His teaching experience spanned 22 years before he finally got involved in active legal profession and politics. He is also an astute politician, currently a legislator at the Lagos State House of Assembly representing Ojo Constituency I. He is happily married and blessed with children. Victor Akande is an incurable optimist and a community leader who has inspired many youths in achieving their dreams, both academically and financially.
Welcome you to the show, sir.
Thank you.
How are you doing, sir?
I'm good.
That's nice to hear. Now, how
Do you feel being a member of the 9th House of Assembly in Lagos State?
I feel great. And you wouldn't believe it. I have to give it all to the Right Honorable Speaker, who in his wisdom has tried as much as possible to make sure that he gets across to every member, including those that are newly elected, that to know how they are faring, how the election is going on. It is very wonderful.
okay, so you're very happy. So what should they be expecting from you?
Well, they know me for what I stand for. and what I represent, they should expect more, because this dispensation, we want to make sure that Lagosians enjoy the dividend of democracy, by doing more. And equally carrying out our oversight function where it's necessary. And trying as much as possible to actually look into the problems of our people within the constituency and bringing such to the table so that the executive can try as much as possible to make sure that they include our feedback into the budget or their programs in order to bring about developmental stages or developmental projects to our constituents.
That's nice to hear. Now, as an educationalist, don't you think reforming the Nigerian education system would play a big role to play in the country?
Yeah, it has long overdue. We just have to look at our educational policy and try as much as possible to live where we are and look inward. Because I can tell you, the Chinese, they look at their problem. How would they better their educational system? That was how they created for themselves letters. And today, they created letters to represent their language. And they have better results now. Because you can see they are advancing technologically. Yeah. And Malaysia has left its own story to become one of the best in electronics today. They have good stories to tell. Right. And again, when we look at Dubai of 70s and 80s, Dubai of today has left the blockchain. They've gone into coding. Yeah. So we should now tailor our educational policy towards creating jobs in terms of IT, in terms of what are you vocational, and leave that educational policy that always crave for employment instead of creating one. That's where we should be going now. And I would say that we have to wake up from our slumber, because we have been dreaming. We don't have vision. Or maybe our vision is bleak. And now, it is when you dream that you envision. And when you envision, your mission will be spelled out. And your mission statement will come to reality. And you will now have a developmental project all around you to bring about succor to those people that really want. And for you to have development in Lagos State, in Nigeria as a whole, you have to key into educational system. Your policy must be the one as such that it will bring about developmental projects. We are trying to go into smart city that have something to do about blockchain. And Dubai, that was once a desert, has becomes a beauty to behold. And now, Dubai has left blockchain, they've entered coding. So what is now our problem? We have to have a vision. We have initially, there is vision 2000, we have vision 2010, we have vision 2020. 2020 is around the corner. Have we achieved the vision? Do we even have the mission? So it's high time we face reality and stop painting unrealistic pictures.
That's as we were saying on the issue of imparting on our educational system.
Now, let me quickly ask this. What do you have to say about President Muhammad Buhari fighting against corruption in Nigeria?
It's a good radiance in the right direction. You see, one of the impediments of development in any developing countries is corruption. Corruption does not necessarily mean money, but money is the key. Corruption might be our attitude towards issues. So if we, for the first time, or in the reality of it all, we have a government that cares, and he has the love of the masses at heart to actually fight corruption to stand still. We should give such government kudos. It's not easy because corruption is more or less like a cartel. Corruption is more or less like some cabal taking everything into their hand and want to scuttle the nascent democracy and development of the country. They want to drag us back to the Stone Age era. But when we have a very articulate and very sound corruption fighter, all we need to do is to rally around him and for us to achieve that purpose so as to make sure that there are developments in our society. Corruption is an evil that does not allow development.
Oh, that's a good one. So you feel he's actually fighting corruption right now?
Yes, he's doing that. And I can tell you, the fear of Buhari is the beginning of wisdom of the corrupt people.
Good. Now, sir, like you and I know, nothing good comes easy.
Yeah.
How has it been for you so far since you became a House of Assembly member and representing your constituency? How has it been? Because so far so good with what we've seen, you have been able to impart a lot in your community. It has been, because I was saying nothing good comes easy.
It has been God. It has been God. And after God is God. And after that, God again is God. You know, when you want to serve the masses, it's not easy. But like me, I only ask for wisdom. I ask for God's grace. Because when you have the wisdom, you don't have the grace. You seem as if you are not doing anything. When you ask for grace and there is no knowledge, then you are more or less empty. And when you have knowledge and there is no understanding, then you are porous. So all these together is what I have asked God to give me in my sojourn to this House of Assembly, and God in his infinite mercies, which is one of your name, has really been good to me. I thank God for my life. I thank God for my parents. And I thank God for the good support that I enjoy from Mr. Speaker and distinguished Senator Bayo Shinowo, who really contributed and impacted the legislative tenants into all of us.
You are one of the lawmakers that the youth look up to for your great and quality leadership. What is your definition of a good leader?
Well, a good leader, one, I want to, don't let me say my definition of a good leader. Let me just tell you.
Yeah, good leadership.
Yes, good leadership. Let me just tell you one thing. And what I will be saying, what are the qualities of the icon of our time, political icon of our time, which is Bola Ahmed Tinubu. And when I say, it's what I have perceived about him. And what, you see, it takes me time. In my quiet moments, I ruminate over this God-gift gem into our race. And I wonder, May God bless him. He has a very good listening ear. He will allow you to talk. He wants to build leaders. He is soaking so many pressure. And again, he puts conflict control mechanism in place to be able to solve and unravel or whatever that is surrounding him. He gives easily. His hands are open. His doors are open. He wants to hear everybody. He allows miscreants. He allows the downtrodden. He allows the poor people. He allows the rich. He allows the kings and princes and give them equal right. What else do you think should be the quality of a good leader? A leader that wants to front and face the highest battle while he protects his subjects. What more leadership quality are you looking for? For a man that takes Lagos from the dungeon and the clutches of the lions in PDP in those days. When there's no money, when they seize all the local government money and transform Lagos to what it is today. So anybody coming after Alhaji Akande, any other person that come after Tinubu is just playing the roadmap that has been laid down, the blueprints that has been put in place for better Lagos. That is leadership quality. You embrace all, you listen to everybody, you do your best for everybody. Can you cry to Ashwaju's house and you don't laugh out? What else can we say? What else can we say? And his foot soldiers, someone like Senator Bayo Shino and Mr. Speaker, they are emulating him. They are emulating him. And we are now looking at them to learn how to crawl. And when we learn how to crawl, we'll stand. When we stand, we'll learn how to walk. And we walk, we'll learn how to run.
That's a good one, sir. Now, quickly, sir, what is your candid advice to the people of Ojo Constituency?
Well, my first thing is unity. My second one will be unity. My third one will be unity. There is nothing unity cannot do. When you bring in unity, when you unite, God gives you the grace to perform. When you are divided against each other, and peradventure, you did not accept the position that God has put you as at a particular time, you don't progress. So my opinion and my advice and my prayer is to foster unity in our diversity. You know, Ojo, we have the indigenous area, we have is more or less a cosmopolitan area. And the only way we can live peacefully and we can forge ahead and we can achieve is for us to unite. So I'll just pray for unity. And I will tell them to be law-abiding.
Okay, sir. Now, what are the people, the people of Ojo Constituency one should be expecting from you? Because right now you're on your second term, if I'm not mistaken, sir.
I'm on my second tenure.
Yeah.
when we look at the first tenor from PDP, second tenor APC. And I'm very happy, I'm glad to be in APC. We have done some laudable projects. They should expect more. You know, we politicians should be worried of what you say. Because whatever you say and you don't meet up with it, they hold it against you. So I will just tell them, they should keep their finger crossed and expect what God is going to do through me. And they should continue to pray that God give me the grace to do those things that God will import in me. That's what I'll say.
Sir, how do you relax?
How do I relax? I relax in so many ways.
Okay.
One,
I love watching movie.
What kind of movie?
I watch movie that has to do with law. Any movie that has a criminal tendencies and so many criminal act is being hidden and how they unraveled it. I love watching them. I love watching court setting. I love watching action films. And I love watching Z-World.
Oh, so I thought I'm the only one who watches Z-World. So even men do watch
so
Z-World.
that is one. I love a situation where I take an holiday and probably be in my right moment to read.
Okay.
Then I love traveling and I love playing football or any athletics. I'll get involved.
You don't love music? You don't know how
My
to
God,
dance?
I love countryside music because I am equally poetic.
Okay.
And I get my inspiration from things around me, things that happen to me. I write and I listen to music. I dance.
Oh, so can you do which song of yours you
I can dance
with
anything.
like little
I can dance shabu shabu. I can dance anything.
No, I don't want to do shabu shabu with you because I could remember this time last year we did the same thing here in your office and you won. So I'm not going to do shabu shabu.
Okay, I can dance Yoruba music.
Okay, so what kind of song do you like and you want to dance Yoruba music? A beautiful gift from one of our staff. His name is Emmanuel Dachaba Enejo. So, Honorable, it's from the gallery and from Emmanuel for presenting this to you.
To thank Emmanuel for doing this. I can see a replica of myself. I don't know whether this is real me or this is fake me, but I know that for you to have done this, Sky is just the starting point. I want to thank you so much for this gift. This is a wonderful gift that will stay with me for life. Thank you. I appreciate you. Thank you very much.
Gallery every Friday at 9 a.m.